Okay guys, this is the solution of your homework practice exercise 2.1 questions 1a. So for this one, I want to move the negative 4 to the other side. So 3x less than negative 2 minus 4. That means 3x less than negative 6. And then I will move the 3. That means division, negative 6 divided by 3. So x is less than negative 2. This is the first answer. Oh, we have to draw the number line also, yeah. So number line will be like this, negative 2 to the left. There we go. And then next one is question 1b. For question 1b, I will move the 6x to the left hand side. So 2x minus 6x greater than 3. Move the 7 to the right hand side, minus 7. That means you will have negative 4x greater than negative 4. And then x negative 4 divided by negative 4. Remember, when you do division by negative numbers, you have to switch the sign. So the sign will be less than, and then the result is 1. And then the number line will be like this, 1, and then to the left. And then next one is C. For C, I want to move the 3x, so negative 5x minus 3x. And then I will move the 16 to the other side, so I will have negative 16. And then negative 8x less than or equal to negative 16. And then I will divide the negative 16 by negative 8. That means I have to change the sign into greater than or equal to. So greater than or equal to 2. And then the number line will be like this. That's it. And then question 1d, I will move the 8x to the left hand side, 8 minus 8x, and then I will move the 1 to the right hand side. So you'll have negative 2x greater than or equal to 4. That means x is 4 divided by negative 2. The sign has to be changed like that. So x less than or equal to negative 2. And then the number line will be like this. And then next is question 2. For question 2, I will multiply them all by 4. That means I will only have x minus 5 on the left hand side. And then this one is negative 12. And then I will move the 5 to the right hand side. So negative 12 plus 5. That means x is less than or equal to negative 7. And then you have to draw the number line also. That means the number line will be like this. Next is 2b. For 2b, I will multiply them all by 10. That means this one will be 2 times 3x plus 1. Where did the 2 comes from? It comes from 10 divided by 5. 10 divided by 5 equals to 2. Yeah. And then less than. And then 10 divided by 2 equals to 5. So this one is 5. And then times it with 3 minus x. This is how you do it. And then you will multiply this. So 6x plus 2. Less than 15 minus 5x, and then I will move the negative 5 to the other sides. I will have 11x less than 15 minus 2. Move the 2 to the right hand side. 15 minus 2 equals to 13. So x less than 13 divided by 11. And the number line will be like this. 13 over 11. Go to the left. And then for 2c, I want to times them all by 6. So 6 divided by 3 equals to 2. And then we still have x plus 3 right there. And then 6 divided by 2 equals to 3 times 2x plus 1. And then I will multiply this. 2x plus 6 greater than or equal to 6x plus 3. And then I will move the 6x. 2x minus 6x greater than or equal to 3 minus 6. That means negative 4x greater than or equal to negative 3. That means x equals to negative 3 divided by negative 4. Because we do the negative numbers, the division of negative numbers, that means the sign have to be changed. That also means the final answer will be this one. And this is the number line. Less than means go to the left. And then next is this one. I want to multiply them all by 12. That means 12 divided by 4 equals to 3. And then we still have 2 minus 3x right here. and then this one is 12 divided by 6 equals to 2, and then we have x plus 5 right there. And then I will multiply this, 6 minus 9x greater than 2x plus 10, and then I will move the 2x, that means negative 9x minus 2x greater than 10 minus 6, and then negative 11x greater than 4, that means x is 4 divided by negative 11. Because it is divided by negative numbers, that means it has to be less than. The number line will be like this, negative 4 over 11, and it go to the left. Next is question 3. For question 3, I want to solve the inequalities first before I answer the questions. So over 3, you will multiply them all by 3. That means this one is negative 6x, this one is 30, greater than 3 divided by 3 will be 1. So 1 times negative 4x is negative 4x. And then I'll move the negative 4x to the left hand side. I will have negative 6x plus 4x greater than. I will move the 30 to the right hand side. That means negative 30. And then this one is negative 2x greater than negative 30. And then x is negative 30 divided by negative 2. Because we do the division of negative numbers, you have to switch the sign. That means x is less than 15. And the number line will be like this, 15 to the left. Oh, my bad. The question didn't say that you have to draw the number line. Yeah, okay, so this is the answers. But we still have to answer the real questions. Yeah, the real question is find the largest possible value of x if x is an integer. So you have to find the largest integers less than 15. That means of course 14. And then the largest prime numbers before 15 is 13. And then the largest perfect square before 15 is 9. So this is the answer for 3. Okay, and then question 4, 6 minus 4x over 5. Okay, I will do the question of A. Plus x plus 3 over 2. It says negative. Yeah, negative means the result have to be less than 0. Yeah, to become negative, it has to be less than 0. That means I will write it like this, and then I will multiply them all by 10. So 10 divided by 5 equals to 2 times 6 minus 4x, and then 10 divided by 2 equals to 5. 5 times x plus 3 less than 0. And then next is, this one is 12, this one is 8x, this one is 5x, this one is 15 less than 0. And then negative 8x plus 5x is negative 3x. 12 plus 15 is 27 less than 0. And then I will move the 27 to the other sides, and then I will move the negative 3 to the other sides. It will become negative, it will become division. And then as you can see, we have the division of negative numbers. We have to switch the sign like that, and then the answer is x greater than 9. For question B, it says less than or equal to, negative 3. Okay, it's still the same. I will multiply them all by 10. So 10 divided by 5 is 2. 2 times 6 minus 4x plus 10 divided by 2 equals to 5 times x plus 3 less than or equal to negative 30 times 10 is, negative 3 times 10 is negative 30. And then this one is 12, this one is negative 8, this one is 5x, this one is 15 less than or equal to negative 30. Negative 8x plus 5x is negative 3x, and then 12 plus 15 is 27, and then I will move the 27 to the other side. So I will have negative 3x less than or equal to negative 30 minus 27, which is negative 57, and then x is negative 57 divided by negative 3. Because we do the division of negative numbers, the sign have to be changed, and the answer is 1 and 9, 19. X greater than or equal to 19. Okay, next is question 5. For question 5, we have negative 7 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 3. That means the smallest numbers of x is negative 7 and the largest is 3. And then for the y, we have smallest is negative 2 and the largest is 1. Okay, for question A, the question wants you to find the greatest possible value of x minus y. That means the x have to be the largest and the y have to be the smallest. Yeah, the largest value of x is 3. The smallest value of y is negative 2. That means the result is 5. Okay, so B, x squared minus y, still the same because it says greatest. That means the x squared have to be the largest and the y should be the lowest. Yeah, so 3 squared minus negative 2, so we will have 9 plus 2 equals to 11. So that one is 11. And then C, the smallest possible value of y squared minus x. Okay, be careful with this one. Oh, my bad guys, for the previous one, yeah, x squared have to be the largest, but as we can see 7 is greater than 3 if it is square. Yeah, so it cannot be 3 square, but instead it should be negative 7. It will be greater than 3 squares. Yeah, minus y is negative 2, so 49 plus 2 equals to 51. Okay, and then C, we have y squared minus x. That means this one have it has to be smallest. Yeah, so this one have to be small and this one have to be large. So y squared, the smallest y squared will be 0, I guess, because 1 squared equals to 1, negative 2 squared equals to 4, so it has to be 0, the lowest one. And then the x have to be the greatest, which is 3. So 0 minus 3 equals to negative 3. This is the smallest possible. D, we have to find the greatest value of x times y. The greatest means this one have to be the largest, y also the largest, but they have negatives both of them, for both of them. That means doesn't matter for the negative sign, because later when negative times negative it will become positive. Yeah, so we can do this instead. Negative 7 is the largest for the x and y will be negative 2 for the largest, because when we multiply negative and negative it will become positive. Yeah, it will give us the positive numbers, which is the largest one. And then question 6. Question 6 is still the same with the previous one, but this time we have xyz. It doesn't matter. For a, we only use x and y. Yeah? So negative 3 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 1. And then negative 4 less than or equal to y less than or equal to 2. Okay, for question A, the question wants you to find the x minus y squared, the smallest. That means I think the smallest, yeah, the smallest will be the x. It has to be because this is square, that means the smallest will be 0. Yeah, the one close to 0. How about 0 minus 0? 0 minus 0. Take the x equals to 0 and y equals to 0, and then you square it. When you do this, the result will be 0. Yeah, because when you have square numbers, the smallest of the square numbers will be 0. Yeah, it cannot be negative. So yeah, you should take x equals to 0 and y equals to 0. Okay, and then for B, the smallest possible value of y cubed minus x squared, smallest value of this one. That means the y cube have to be the smallest cube. Yeah, it can be negative. That means I can use negative 4 for this one. This is the smallest. And then for the x squared, to become the smallest, this one have to be the greatest. Yeah, So this one have to be the greatest, that means -3. -3 will give us the greatest numbers. Okay, so for this one you'll have -64 and then -9, so you have -73 as the final result for this one. Okay, and then next is x cubed times y. For the C we have x cubed times y. X cubed times y means the greatest, the greatest. That means the x cube have to be the greatest. That means positive numbers 1 to the power of 3 times the y have to be the greatest also, but you cannot choose the -4 because -4 is my bad. Oh, cube can be negative and then times by another negative for the y. Oh yeah, so this one will be greater than the previous one. So I choose -3 for the x and -4 for the y, because later we will have -27 times -4. Negative times negative will give us positive numbers, while the value itself is the greatest, 108. Okay, there you go. And then for the D, we'll need the Z and the Y. I'll copy the Y first, and also the Z. The Z is -10 until -2. -10, Z, -2. Okay, the question wants you to find the value of Y over this, that Z square, Z square. It has to be the greatest, so the y have to be the greatest and the z have to be the smallest. Okay, so for the y it has to be the greatest one. The z square cannot be negative numbers, so I cannot choose negative numbers for the y. That means I'll have to use 2. For the z, the smallest one will be 0. Actually, you can use 0 like the one that I said before. For squares it has to be 0, but if you do this, that means the question says greatest, that means you will have 2 divided by 0, and 2 divided by 0 in math is undefined. You cannot solve this. That also means I have to choose, is it integer? No, the question didn't say integer, I have to choose the numbers closest to the 0, which is 0.00000000001, and then you square it. Of course the numbers later will be so large that makes us have to answer it as infinity. You have to do it like this. If it is 3, is it 3 or 2? It's 2, I guess. Wait, let me check it first. Okay guys, I still cannot read it. The scanners is not so good, so just answer it like this, infinity. And then the next one is question 7. Write down the inequalities that represent the range of the values of x. Okay, so 7a, we have line numbers starting from -3 until 2. That means -3, x, and 2. The x in the middle of the -3 and then 2 and 2, and then the sign have to be less than. We can see that the dot is colored. That means we will have equal sign right there. Okay, that is for the A. And then for the B, we have to represent on the number line. That means number line like this. -1 is right here, 6 is right there, y is in between, and then it has equal sign. That means a colored dot like that. This is for the I. And then for the II, find the greatest possible value of y minus x. Okay, so y minus x means y have to be the greatest, x have to be the lowest. The greatest of y is 6, the lowest of x is -3, and that also means the result is 9. Okay, that is for the first exercise. I will make the video for the second exercise right now. See you guys, bye bye.